Is the sound quality okay? I wanted to talk about how that it's possible that some people don't live, they don't be with the reversed universe. They're just with the universe. There isn't any reason to redecorate it with any with it. Nothing can redecorate it. As a matter, you can't say it, but that's what reverse means. See, a lot of people. I'm talking to my cat. She is she's nearing 17 years old. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on February something 6th. I think maybe I have that wrong. I think it's more like I think it's now or something. She's just I can see her. She changed a little bit her face and the way she's acting. She's asking. I hate this video, by the way, because nobody's going to be interested in it. I'm not at all a brand that's advertising to the narcissist society who it's like, you're not accepted unless you look like a dolly and you have a contrived situation. And I do understand the public safety thing, like you just wanted to be a dentist office and not have to worry about if there's even a splinter sticking out. And I'm telling you people that you're not of any use to even yourselves. After a while, you think things are perfect in life and that it comes on a silver platter, and then you'll just walk away if it's not that way. And I'm telling you once again, the tables are going to turn, and we're going to see how fucking what a bunch of resources you're using just to stay in your bubble, and to pamper your ass, and you're not doing that for anybody else but yourself, right? My cat's probably asking to get on the shelf now. I'm going to have to go put her up there. Lots of stuff changing around. The Aquarius age is really hard on all living things, but that's been going on. What it is technology that's being administered to people without ever knowing that there are consequences that are going to happen from having entered into an imaginary place that says, well, this is the way we're going to do our lives. And it's like, no. I mean, really, look at say, even back to the car. It's like, no, you have legs. Say now on how they have bikes that are not real pedal bikes anymore. They're running with electricity. It's like, no, you need to keep your legs in shape. You have to walk. That stuff can run out, and then you have to walk. That's why how technology, figuratively, maybe literally, metaphorically, takes our legs away. I'm putting you up, babe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, shit, man. And I hate the way that money drives all of that as just like, here, kids, have a toy. And then now you're doing just spacing, really pacifying yourself on that, like George Orwell talked about. It's like nobody, see, and I know this for a fact, I've been doing this all my life, though, is, because of daddy issues. Well, he showed me music, and I would just immerse myself in music. That was my technology. Now, this is what I really wanted to talk. It's what I went to pacify the feeling of having been left and abandoned and stuff. And I just did that and did that and did that. And I still do it. But I don't do music anymore. I'll just get on this thing and start. And when I have an experience and I feel that fucking loneliness and desolation and isolation, just having not been taken care of and supported from the age fucking 4, and I didn't say it's a bad thing. You know, you express yourself and you make sure you're productive and other feelings can come out of it. It's like, fuck, I achieved something cool. And it's like, well, fuck people, stop waiting for them to come around. Thank you, Dad. Ultimately, I love you. We let all that go. It's nobody's fault that anything is happening. Don't blame anybody. Just, it's happening. Can you somehow transmute the quality of it in your head by through just keep communicating to yourself about it. Keep communicating to yourself about the truth, look into the truth more, start peeling onions until things that don't have a real foundation disappear and say, well, what's the real thing and how do we get to the elevator to the top? Well, I tell you, it's the nature of water. If you really want to get that intelligence going, you and you'll really know something solid and have what you know be a solid thing to know, is make sure it's like water, real intelligence. You pour it down. If there's a hole at the bottom, it's going to go down. You're never going to see it fill up. But it always hits the lowest points first. The stuff, figuratively, metaphorically, can you think like this, kids? The stuff you don't really want to look at, some truths that are just hard to bear, keep peeling away. The water always goes there, always. That's just the nature of true intelligence here. Hi, Aquarius. We're heading into you, aren't we? Thank God. Good for the kids, babes. Not so good for the Leos kids that can't grow up, right? It's stress on Leo. It's stress on Scorpio. Scorpio has a hell of a fucking time, and so does Aquarius. I mean, everybody does. All of humanity, really. This is pointing at. It does. It points at our friendships and the house of friendships. So all of our friends, by the time, like I said in my last video, by the time Pluto goes into deeper Aquarius 3, 6, 9, that kind of thing, we will know who, we will have the people around us that is necessary to either feed into our needs consciously and to support who we are, or it could be unconscious and they're still feeding into our needs, but it's kind of trying to cut back the nonsense that you are, and these people are toxic, and you know what I mean, and they come in and say, and literally it could be in Aquarius that they say, now thank me now because I came and tried to ruin your life and it just didn't happen, right? You wouldn't let me. God, ain't I good? And they go back and sit in their hive, and lo and behold, they probably have a lot of money and you don't, and what are you going to do about it? They are protected by law too. That whole law enforcement thing is like, they call them just to gossip and say, yeah, well, what do you want to do? You can't take everybody to jail that you feel is violating your sense of fake boundaries and stuff that you can't just fucking accept. That maybe there is such a thing as freedom that is more of the quality of taking full responsibility. That's what freedom is. So anyway, this talk is brought to you by a major Mars transit that I'm having that's very productive, by the way. Back to, I know somebody likes my videos. The reason, I trip out because there's other people like me that make videos and they're not so dressed up, and they continue and they continue and they'll well dress up, right? And I don't know, but what I'm saying is that they're, I look at them and I think, what, they're doing this because they think they have something valuable in themselves, and they do. They are confident that there's something there. It has paid off somehow, whatever it is they're drawing from, and they can't really just say, but they're going to say all kinds of things, whoever they are, astrologers that go on there and start talking, tarot readers, or just oracles, anybody, like all these other people that say and stand there and start talking, and a lot of them, babes, they are highly influential, right? But what I'm seeing is that they're doing the wrong language. They're putting they're just brushing over a vital subject matter, which I say as a Buddhist master. People don't like that. They're like, oh, a guru? Well, all the gurus were corrupted because they just ended up having sex with everybody. It's like, well, fuck, try not to have people fall in love with you when you have finally reached love, which is the goal. There's a huge misunderstanding there. By that time, if it's authentic, you're privileged. You'll find yourself, wait, I can just say screw people. I really don't need them. Yes, true. Why? God says, because I love you. Oh. What happens with me is that I keep plugging in here. See, I'm supposed to do this thing, and I don't want to let people know about it right now, but the thing that I grab myself about it and it hurts is that I like the idea of doing everything alone. But God, again, he's saying, stupid ass. You can't do it unless I leave you alone, and people are a distraction. You've known this since the age 13. Thinking that you had to get involved with, over there. I had this dire feeling. It's like, no, this is going to take up my time. And there's only so much time here. And it's like, oh. And Tesla's like, don't worry, whatever you do, even though you're going to continually feel, and the better and better you get, you're going to continually feel more and more disgruntled and fed up and like really just like really about everybody else, how that they are being non-creative. Really, it's like, this is going to go nowhere because, well, you're a leader for one. What do you do? Hand somebody the thing that you've been doing? Christ? Are you just going to hand it to us and just, yes, it's in the form of a church that fucking smashes your ass down and says, fuck no, you're never going to get it. And that wasn't even my message. The Holy Gospel says this is easy. You can get it, just get the fuck away from each other. Take a walk. See how it really is. Oh boy, you're in for it, because everybody else is just going to be so ignorant of that. They need to get the fuck away from each other. And boy, do I feel like I'm looping now, and it's like the positive loop. Like the narcissist will never loop like that. They're looping in fear, saying, I might be alone now. I might be alone now. I might be alone. And what's that? Well, they're having children over and over again. It's weird. They think that they can solve their alone problem right there. Woo!